Hey, what's up guys? Clue here, come back with a new video. Today's video of playing Urgot in the jungle. We'll have to see how this goes because apparently it's bad, but I've seen it go quite well actually. We'll just have to see what happens. Oh, they're duo for sure. They're both king something, so that makes sense. Which wouldn't surprise me if they have a duo. Wait a minute, I just realized. Oh, loud noise. There we are. I just realized my mouse is plugged in still. Not usual for recording. I have a wireless mouse, a G903, so I always play with it wireless. Urgot's been buffed jungle, so I'm not too sure as to why they're saying that it is badly. Yeah, I don't know. I just actually took no damage there. So we'll just have to see what they're talking about. Yeah, so the idea of Urgot jungle is he's been buffed because of the so he just got recently buffed where his ultimate got a longer range. There's a few other things that happened. He got a shield on his E, I believe. He's quite tanky already, so that's already like pretty big buffs. As well as Conqueror was buffed. Or changed even. Alright. I don't know how to tell which leg's been upgraded or like has the shocked legs thing. So we'll have to work that out. Okay, it seems like all of them. We're not rushing to my blue just because I can already tell where they are. Okay, he's just gonna take my scuttle. Kind of a dick thing to do. I can't do anything to stop him. It makes no sense for your top laner to steal a scuttle, but alright. So Evelyn's actually picked herself into what I would assume is a bad kind of lane. The reason I say that is because Evelyn doesn't do well into tanky kind of champs. So, I'm on my way. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. He's better off just backing here. Don't even want him to stay, but he probably will. Okay, I did hit the last one there. Yeah, you can see my wave clear is actually really strong. I can clear large camps quite fast. So, that's a nice thing to have. It does get slower now that you see that I don't have my shotgun legs. What are they called? Echoing flames, I guess? I don't know. I've never heard anyone call them that. So you max W, I guess, because that's your main wave clear. I'm not too good of a jungler until I hit level 6 because my ultimate. I'm just going to try and get vision deeper. I'm just going to back as well. I'm going to try and get there. I don't think I'm going to be able to. I had to flash, but you know, there's times where flashes are important to use, and in that case, I used it to save my life. I'm backing, so if he dies, I'm not going to be happy. Yeah, she did repeat. Makes sense to it, but the only like smart thing to do. You can see my runes down here. I have gone Conqueror, as I mentioned just before. Conqueror has been buffed. My W does proc it quite fast. Evelyn being topside, actually, I'm going to try and rush the scuttler. But once I do get level 6, this jungling kind of thing turns on its head because I can long range just snipe people with my ult, which seems kind of absurd for a tank to snipe. So he has a shotgun and a snipe, yeah. That's why I keep getting them mixed up. Key to be aware of. Shit's all around there. She's nowhere near level 6 either. Because I don't think mid laner and top laner are, which is pretty common. 6 seconds. I'm just going to stand around here for a second. Smite. Still learning these smites. I actually took a break off League of Legends a bit, so we'll just have to get used to this whole thing again. I took a break just because of the weekend. Had a busy weekend, so it wasn't too much of a big deal. I did miss a video. What would this be? Not last night, the night before. I was trying to work out what my log is for games. So yeah, we're going warrior enchant, and then from warrior into black cleaver. Yeah, black cleaver, and then kind of just tanky. Oh god, that's pretty big. First blood was this long into the game. I'm gonna have to go top, let's say. Oh no, he's gonna teleport, which is alright. Alright, now I do have ult. Now looking around. No one to ult yet. Yet's the big thing here. If he can... I'd say this is warded. That's what's going on there. Because you can see she changed her whole way of playing. She sat on the bottom side. She just did things that were weird. That's alright. I didn't get my ult off, but we did turn that. And that means I do get my scuttle. If this guy steals it again, I'm going to be livid. Get it? Because, you know, he's... Thank you. I do not want to be sharing that much experience. Considering he is a level ahead of me. If he can't farm his own lane, that's his fault. He can steal other camps. I'm not going to tell him that because he will. But Rift Scuttle is too big of a thing for people to steal. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure there's now like a shield on my Q, I think it was. Something. My E has a shield, my W stronger. My ultimate's longer ranged. Yeah, there's a bunch of things that I don't know the actual notes on them, but I do remember that they were pretty big buffs. I'll be going for MR boots just because looking at their team, magic. Interesting to see if he gets that. No, he doesn't. A villain will be around there, I'd say. It'd be very likely for it to pop up. I don't know, it'll pop up there instead. Just Gonna hover. Nope, no need. Okay, cool. They need to be careful, bot, because while it looks like they have vision, they don't. 'Cause it's an Evelyn. As I did mention in my Evelyn game. Oh, I should go top. No idea why. They knew that they were bot side. I'm just gonna come cover this lane. Oh, that was big. Okay, I thought that was just gonna turn into 1. No, it's gonna turn into 2, 3 even. Q next max. But yeah, that's really nice for me. Alright, now I go cover mid. As you can see, he's pushing it in to make sure they lose stuff. So I now go top. Those brutes I don't think are the correct item choice. Just going by. Oh, okay, she has a lot more damage than I expect. Oh, I don't have the MR boots. Ooh, that was my mistake. That's alright. Okay. There's no real major threats. Like, Nasus is gonna be one as the game goes on. It's a dangerous spot for him to be, because you know the Lux is there. Again, just extending themselves. Bots, not too good. You can see that. So that's not a good thing. I got bigger priorities than just this guy, this Jax. So. Okay, again we go bot. Cover the tower. Oh, I just missed it. Wait, what? Why is that not target? Okay, that's alright. 1 for 1. It was a support for bot though, so that's annoying. Yeah, no, his Zonya stopped my ult. Again, just leaving lane. Why are you there? Why are you... These guys are weird. I'd say this Jax isn't too comfortable with Jax. He just flashed for no reason. He's trolling, I'd say. It's not very uncommon for that to happen. Usually when people start to cry, they make stupid things happen like that. Is this permanent? Might W just become a permanent? Okay, I don't remember that being a thing, but it looks like it's become a permanent ability. It's a toggle on and off. So they just weirdly decided to fight. Come on, mate. Really? Open your eyes. An ally has been slain. Again, bot making stupid mistakes. This is the only truth that matters. Oh, close. Ah, unlucky. I'm trying to think. How do we actually win this now? How do we win this game? Yeah, that's the hard part. Our scaling theoretically isn't that bad. I'm pretty good. Vlad's good. Jinx surprisingly isn't a late game monster like she's meant out to be. Looking at statistics that I saw on Reddit and all this, like from League of Graphs, someone did all the calculations. I'm actually not sure the name on that one, but yeah, so they did all the calculations, and Jinx was considered not that big of a late game champ. So that's going by statistics. So there's always going to be some outliers, but I don't think that's the case in this situation. If I use this here, we get this. My W must be a permanent, that's just a buff that they made. And I wasn't aware of it. Oh. Wait, what? I E and then my ult goes all the way up there instead of on him. Okay. Let's go back. Just had to let the dog out. Yeah. Our issue is our bot lane at this point. Bot's in a position where they're not able to do anything. I'm not sure as to why. Like, why they struggled so much. In consideration, it's a Sona Jinx. It's a pretty nice lane. Oh, okay. They're not in their normal position. They are considered mid lane and jungler. And Jinx is usually never in our fights. She's also many items behind.
How about a kiss?
Go on, do it. I do need to use this soon. I can't do anything about that. I'm just gonna have to use this mid because it's too low on time. She's getting to a scary stage. Vlad shouldn't have gone in there. That's what lost us that, because I think it was just because he was caught. He wasn't able to do anything anyways. Wow, he got all that. Infernal. Oh, I think she just killed her buddy there. Oh my god. Top struggled too hard, it seems. You can see he's just able to 1v2. I've no ult, which makes me think that maybe this isn't the best idea. But yeah, because our top laner couldn't hold his own, kind of fell on itself. We got this now. How many stacks does he have? 435. I just think Jax wasn't the correct pick. It's more so what's happened here. I don't remember who was first pick, who was last pick, and all that, but it just wasn't the correct thing to build to go. You can see that he's a full item behind. Overextension. Oh, I tried to predict, but it didn't work. It was a second off. This Jax, he's an interesting guy. Maybe he'll do something as the game goes on. But at this very moment, he's not doing much at all. I understand his champs is like the way his champ is means that he doesn't do much anyways, but he doesn't seem to be making a solid effort. You can see that they're not doing it. Not yet. No, they're still not. Oh, okay, now they are. That's still? I can't tell. No, I didn't. Okay. That sucks. No TP coming out. That's the biggest part. He didn't do anything. Oh my god. It's a 4v5. That's what's gonna kill us here. I smoked a little bit too early. I think I'd have to look back at that and have a look because I couldn't see the health. I kind of just jumped in to stop, like get damage on the Evelyn and hopefully be able to take it, but then I don't know if my mouse was over the Evelyn or if it was over the Baron. So that's what would make a big difference. That is not a fight they want to take at all. Nasus needs all 5 of us, I'd say, which is now the issue because he can just split. Yeah, so I guess that's a permanent kind of ability. Just a cool little change. Because I don't recall it being like that, unless it was previously. The Zillion's gonna make this game hard, I'd say. He went 2 balls to the wall. Just doesn't surprise me. Saw blood. If we get her, that stops a lot of their... Yeah, if we do get the Lux though, that stops a lot of their pressure. Because it's only Lux and Nasus at Baron, so we need to just wait it out. If I sell that, I get this. And that, in this case, it's worth it. It just gives me that bit of engage. What's next? Actually, I think that's alright. I can see this working. We're going for a, I used everything, but team's just not able to follow. And it was probably a bad idea to use everything there, you could see. They just... Oh, that was bad. Oh no, he's way too far behind. She needs an execution. Oh no, she built the wrong items entirely. Like, you can see she bought a Phantom. Runon's Hurricane's the correct item at this point. She needs an Executioner, though. They just have too much health for her. I don't really have the items to be able to, or the money to do that yet, so we'll work out what we're building next as the game progresses. Yeah, it's still all the same. Our issue is we don't. If we, like, our grouping's good, but they have an open inhib. Baron's nowhere near. Oh, it's like, oh, nowhere near. It's a minute still, so we should be preparing. She's dead, well and truly. Trying to get dead, but. Cool. Where to next, really? Baron's 40. I love how fast you kill wards. We can start. It's too far away. That was my bad. I shouldn't have gone so far. More of my Mortius is probably the best option at this point. It gives me the lifeline effect. Me dying there is actually really big. Crap. Because there's no killing of him at all at this point. Oh no! I think this has to be forfeited. Actually, he should die. Alright. Okay, they stopped it. That should be a complete stop, but I'm gonna go ward it just to make sure. Try and get Scuttle if I can. Probably can take as well. Okay. .800 is my smite range. We got it. that should be a quick turn. Alright, now get the hell out of there, please. Because he can stun. Scatter. Alright, now they get that. Alright. Why on earth is he getting... Oh, it's so frustrating. They get another Infernal now. Yeah, they will. There's no questions about that one. He's just standing still. Probably was typing and then decided not to, which is usually the best bet. Just don't say anything. That's one thing I enjoy about recording is it allows me to vent a lot more. They warded some there right there. They got vision. They're doing that right now. It's gone. They have 3 of them. Their scaling is now immense compared to ours. Oh, is he... Okay, he's a little slow to react. Wanted that, but I understand. He deserves it more. Well, doesn't deserve it more, but that's the correct thing to do. I love how fast he's come up now. Once I get level 16, I believe this gets even easier, actually. Because my ult gets buffed higher range. I think it then becomes 33%. No, I want that so bad. At least give me like the base experience for things. Why are we delaying? We have Baron, don't we? Or would we lose it all? Yeah, there's a Baron there. You can see though, like this champ has a lot of potential if I was to learn it quite well. I don't think we get there in time, sadly. Yeah, no, we 100% don't. Oh, my ult doesn't go off. Whoa, okay. We take towers fast as well. We can end. Wait, I think we have this now. Oh, that was clutch. Yes! I'm sorry, that was really loud a bit. Oh no, but I'm happy about that. Okay. Whew, we popped off. Well, we didn't pop off, but like, we did well. That last fight was really nice. Okay, I can see where this champ kind of fits in. I'd have to give it to the Vlad. He made a few mistakes, but he controlled that game well. Little things that you probably don't... Oh, actually, I didn't swap over. My bad. I did the Vlad... I honored the Vladimir. Little things he did, like he got the... what's it called? The Jacks to move to a different area. He got, like, to a different lane to split push. So he got to a position where he was strong now. Just constant, like, good things like that. Even if yeah, how can you lose? Yeah. She becomes useless. That's what I've worked out in that team. Yeah, they all went top. They should have went mid and ended. That's what she did, but she decided to back too late. She didn't have a chance the second that we decided to end. Like once their team died, she couldn't stop us. So that's a shame here. There's no reporting in any of this at all. You can see like no one did something wrong. We stopped them from having a team fight. That was all us. That was what we were trying to do, stopping them from getting a 5v5 until we were all in a position where we could. Sona's like really beastly as the game goes on. Jinx is good mid to late, not late though. She built wrong, which is first of all my issue with her as well. So she wouldn't have been as strong. Jax is strong late, and he did get to the point where he did have his Sterox, his Spear, and his Trinity Force, so he actually got to a point where he was decent. Vladimir is really strong. I got to a point where I was able just to jump on people and shred them, because that's what the Black Cleaver does. I don't think that does anything for shredding either. I had good engage. I had magic resist on 2 items because they had a lot of, like, Nasus's Q is magic damage. Actually, let's have a look. Graphs damage-wise, damage is actually pretty good. 3rd in the team, equal with a Jax. Sona did decent damage. They all did decent damage, but remember, that's not always the key thing. But yeah, magic damage. That's what I want to see here. So yeah, no magic damage. Nasus did 8,000 magic damage to a champion. So every time he hits his Q, I'm almost certain that that's considered a magic damage effect. So those little things to buy are big. And then 3 other magic damage. They had a lot of magic damage and a Vayne. And Vayne wasn't able to output her damage numbers that she'd needed. Oh, there we are. Like you can see, 19,000 damage. Like that wasn't the figures she needed to be able to fulfill the rest of the damage here. Gold wise, I'm curious, how did I fare? Really well, actually. I had equal gold with that ADC. Nasus obviously had more gold because look at his farm. Like I'm sure he had 231. Actually, the Vayne did as well, but he had 12,000 gold. So 12,000 kills. I mean, but yeah. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you didn't, you're welcome. Dislike button. If you want to catch any more of my content, hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time.